Subaru oil change. Please subscribe, give a thumbs up. (2011) Outback. 14mm, 4.5 quarts. Doing an oil change on a 2011 Subaru Outback. First thing, I use the stands and I just back up, get the car lifted off the ground about 8 inches. Makes it easier to get underneath. After, this is some of the equipment I use. So, the Pennzoil 5W30, 14mm socket. That's for your drain plug. You're going to need some type of a wrench to remove the oil filter. You can get the OEM one from the Subaru dealership. This one came from Menards. It's not a perfect fit. It came in a kit, and sometimes it slips, and if it slips, I just take one of these shop rags right here and I just put it over the inside, and then I put it into the filter. It makes a nice snug fit so it doesn't slip. Of course, you're going to need something to remove the drain plug, the shop towels, a creeper to slide underneath. I use the carpeting, oil carpeting that came from, I believe it was Advance Auto. I also seen these at Walmart. I use a tray to catch any additional oil that might fall, oil pan, and I use a flashlight to see the drain. When you go underneath it, you're going to see your drain plug right there. That's the 14mm. And a little closer toward the front is where you're going to find your oil filter. Just be very careful when you take this off, because if not, you'll spill a little bit of oil on your exhaust here, and that's going to burn off, and that's going to stink inside the car. It's going to smell like burnt oil. So I usually unscrew it maybe a quarter of the way and let it just naturally drain out. I use a funnel, another shop rag, and I unscrew the oil cap, and I put my oil filter inside here. When the oil starts coming out is when I pull my dipstick. I don't pull my dipstick any sooner. The reason I don't pull it out any sooner is I don't want all that air to get into the discharge of the oil. Otherwise, it's going to shoot out really quick into the oil pan, and you may have a mess. So I leave everything closed up, and then once I remove the screw from the oil underneath the car, it starts to drain, and I'm a patient person. I can wait an extra minute, let it slowly drain. Actually, it doesn't drain that slow, but it does drain a little slower, and as it gets a little closer to being empty, that's when I get out and on top of the vehicle, and I pull the dipstick, and I also unscrew the oil cap here. My Subaru takes about 4.5 quarts. I switched to synthetic. I didn't like the conventional, and I think all the new Subarus are synthetic anyways, but for this year, the 2011, it was still conventional oil. I have 333,000 miles on my Subaru. Unfortunately, it's not the original engine. At 200, just over 200,000 miles, my engine went out, and I had to have it replaced, rebuilt, in other words. So that's how you do a quick oil change. If you use these methods, you won't get yourself full of oil. You won't get oil on your cement. One other thing too is use gloves if you want, like the latex gloves. That helps. And after you put about just a little bit more than 4 quarts, maybe 4.25 quarts of oil, start the car up, let it run for about 15 seconds, shut it off, and then check the dipstick again and add oil as needed. Hopefully you like this video. If you want to see more, please give a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thanks. This is the oil filter number. And that's the type of oil that I use for my oil change. Again, I put in 4.5 quarts. If you want to put slightly less, that's okay, just check it